Hi, today I'm going to be making chocolate cupcakes with peanut butter frosting. So I'm going to dive straight in. For this you will need 42 grams of cocoa powder, you'll need 95 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. You'll also need 2 large eggs, 100 grams of caster sugar and 100 grams of light brown sugar. You'll also need 80 ml of vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 120 ml of buttermilk. So first things first, you'll need to preheat your oven to gas mark 4 or 180 degrees C. You'll also need to fill 12 cupcake pieces into a muffin pan of your choice. So first of all, we're going to whisk the cocoa powder, pop that in there with the flour and the salt, baking powder and bicarbonate of soda. So just pop all those in, mix slow, give them a little mix around just so they're all evenly incorporated and the cocoa powder's separated evenly. Then just going to pop that to one side whilst we mix our wet ingredients. This really is really simple, it's literally just 2 bowls, mixing them all together and then combining. So, first of all we're going to add our eggs. You then want to add both the caster sugar and the light brown sugar. Then the oil and 2 tablespoons of vanilla essence. Get that all in. So just give that a real thorough mix, make sure the eggs are really incorporated well. At this point it will lighten in colour slightly and be quite thick. So I think we are about ready now. So now we're going to pour half of our wet mixture into the dry mixture. So just do this by eye, it doesn't need to be perfect. Half-ish, I think. Okay. And then you want to pour in half of your buttermilk. Again, just do it by eye. Doesn't need to be perfect. Go. Now give it a mix. You want to be a little gentle at this stage. And also you want to be gentle so you don't get covered in flour. Start to come together. Okay, so once it's all mixed in, you're starting to get to a sort of a cookie consistency. You then want to pour all of this into your remaining wet ingredients and add the buttermilk and combine. So you don't want to overmix this as it will be quite a thin mixture, but make sure that everything is combined. Then add your buttermilk, making sure you get every last bit out. And then just give the whole thing a mix. But as I said, gently, you don't want to overmix this. And here you are with a really silky consistency. So now all you need to do is fill up your cupcake pieces and get them in the oven to bake. So because this is quite a thin batter, it's handy if you put all the batter into a jug with a spout and then you can just pour them into the cupcake cases. can be a little bit messy, so be careful as you're going about it. So you want to fill your cupcake cases about 2/3 of the way full. Just be careful to make them even. You don't want massive ones compared to smaller. Use a spoon to catch the drips. You then just need to pop them in the oven for about 18 to 20 minutes. Once your cupcakes have finished baking, you'll need to take them out of the baking pan and put them onto a cooling rack to completely cool before we can put on any frosting. So, to begin making your frosting, you will need 75 grams of unsalted butter at room temperature. You'll also need 250 grams of creamy peanut butter, 120 grams of icing sugar, 80 ml of double cream, 1 tablespoon of vanilla and 1/4 tablespoon of salt. So first of all, we need to beat the butter until it's completely soft. To do that, I'm going to use an electric whisk. You can use a stand mixer as well, or you could use just an everyday whisk, but it will take you quite a long time to get the right consistency. So pop all the butter into the bowl, like there, and then using electric whisk, as I said, beat for around 1 minute until it's completely soft. We then need to add the peanut butter to the mixture and again mix until they are both completely combined. Whilst you're doing this, make sure to scrape down the sides of your bowl every now and then just to make sure everything is being evenly incorporated. Once you've got this creamy consistency, you need to add in all the other ingredients. So pop in your icing sugar, your cream. Make sure you get all of that good cream in. And finally, you'll need your vanilla extract. That's just 1 teaspoon. Pop that in. And then it is mixing once again until it's all evenly combined. Make sure to scrape down the edges again just to make sure all of the icing sugar has been incorporated. Then increase to a high speed for about a minute. It's at this point that you can add a tiny bit of cream or icing sugar depending on whether you want it to be slightly thicker or slightly thinner. I'm going to add just a dash to mine and we'll see how that goes. So now we're ready to pipe our frosting onto our cupcakes. To do that, you will need a piping bag and a nozzle. And you can get any nozzle you like depending on what kind of design you want to do on your cupcake. So first of all, I'm just going to fit the nozzle into the piping bag. I'm going to do that just by snipping off the end and then popping the nozzle inside the bag and making sure it is tight. Okay, now we're ready to fill the bag with frosting. they're done, just push all the icing down and you are ready to pipe. And we're ready. So grab a cupcake, and this time we're going to start from the inside in. Hold the piping bag directly above and gently squeeze the bag until you get a rosette kind of style there. We can also do one starting from the outside, which gives it a more built up kind of look. Again, and piping gently. End with a little flourish there. So let's get piping.